So this room is basically where they package everything and clean them, all the molds and the cores. So on the right, here's some that are already packaged and ready to ship out.
So back here is where they get on the computer, and all the companies send their molds or whatever they want them to print. So this is called the build box. They fill it up with all the molds and cores that they want, but they make sure that they're not touching or too close to each other. They put them onto a USB drive, and then they plug them into the computers and print them from there. So you take the USB drive and you plug it into the printer.
That container up there is filling that bar with sand, and then basically it's gonna come back and forth.
So right now the flash drive is uploading all the molds and cores onto the computer, so that way it knows what to print.
So that's all the molds that are gonna be in there.
And this bar right in front of us, it has a print head on it, and as it goes across, it drops resin where the molds are supposed to be, so that's what hardens the sand.
Oh, that makes sense. It's only putting the chemical where the mold is.
The rest of it's just sand.
I thought it was like chemical everywhere.
No.
Yeah, so bad.
So now that we've seen it a little bit, there's a duplicate box of what we're making right now over there, and we're gonna go over there and start taking those parts out. So basically this is a vacuum. There it goes. It's gonna suck all the extra sand out, so it's easier to access them. And then you can kind of like just dump it over, get all that sand off as much as possible. So we're gonna start laying them on one of these.
And when you first lay them out, you want to lay them evenly so the weight is like distributed on the pallet. And then on the computer, it should tell us it should tell you how much time is left. Like it tells you up here, like end time, like 11:16. So that way you can like plan when to have the next box ready.
So when he brings them back here, they'll be right here, and then we can pick them up. So if a couple of you want to grab something, this will get like all those details, you know. The harder you squeeze, the more the sand will go everywhere, so just be careful. Put all the high bowls over here, and then we're gonna put the plates first, and then we're gonna put these beside the plates. So like all of these plates, put them in a row, because we're gonna go highest or shortest to highest. And then we're gonna take these foam strips and like kind of layer them on top of the shorter ones to get them up to the height of the tall ones.
It's a little over 5.
So we'll do 6.
6, yeah.
So then we're gonna go get 5 6-inch blocks. Everyone wants to take one.
I would love to take it.
And then we're gonna get another piece of styrofoam from over here.
Stick that one there.
And then you're gonna stick it out of the middle.
So enough to go like that. And then you'd set a piece of plywood on top of here, and then another piece of foam, and then you just repeat the same steps until you have enough to package and ship it.
I'd say at first we were kind of nervous because Like we said, we really didn't think we remembered that much until we were here. But as they asked the questions, we realized that we actually did know most of the answers.
I love hands-on learning. I'd rather do that than sit in a classroom and just sit there and listen to someone. I want to like actually touch and do things.
After visiting here, I think I consider working here because it is very hands-on. I really like jobs that are hands-on like that.
Being hands-on is something that I want to do. Like, I used to want to go into nursing, but something like hands-on, get dirty a little bit, it just seems a lot more enticing to me.
Learning from Victoria and Aubrey, it was actually great because, you know, I know them, I've known them for a while, and, you know, I trust them. It's just easy learning to them because, you know, they're my age and everything like that.
It was like a lot easier to understand because I know them and like they're my age. So it was more like easier to communicate.
I've never even thought of going into manufacturing, but coming here gave me a new perspective of like the workforce and learning how many options there are.
I think I could see myself coming here. Even Joe told us earlier that we could go online and apply. You just have to be 18, like a summer job even. I think it's really cool. I would definitely consider, I think I could see myself working here. We would like to thank the people of Humtown Additive for inviting us.